What's up everyone, my name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and for today's episode we are going over the main protagonist from the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-verse Part 1 movie. We're talking that none other than the man himself, Miles Morales. And as you can see, he comes in a clear plastic window. In the bottom left hand corner there is Marvel Legends as well as a warning. At the right hand corner, Hasbro. At the top you saw the title. And the side, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2099 and Spider-Gwen. When you go to the back, legalities, barcode, Marvel logo, Hasbro logo, nice product shot of Miles Morales, as well as other figures in the wave, and of course we got the Marvel Legends series right there. Now that we went through the package and everything though, let's open it up and check out the figure. And here's the Miles Morales figure outside of the package, and I like a lot about this figure. But there's one thing that I really don't like. I mean, I kind of hate. But before we do that, let's just measure him in. And where Spider-Man 2099 stood right underneath 7 inches, Miles right here stands just underneath 6 inches. And while Spider-Man 2099 only had one pair of accessories, this Miles Morales outdid him by having an extra pair of accessories, and we're gonna get into it. First off, there's a pair of whipping hands, and yeah, there is some nice sculpt to it. There is some nice paint to it that's nicely applied. But these are the only hands you get, whipping hands. I think it should be standard for every Spider-Man to have at least a pair of wall crawling hands and all that. But hey, whatever. We also do get this alternate head of Miles Morales unmasked, and I do like this. I mean, the eyes look like how it is in the movie. The lips, the facial features and everything. The hair itself, although there is no shading or nothing like that, is nicely sculpted and the light bounces it off just fine. I mean, I'm not too mad at this alternate head, but it's a little bland, but I still like it. Now on to the main show himself, which is this Spider-Man. And first things off, guys, he's textured all throughout. Where are these black parts? It got like this nice texture. And where the blue parts, it got like this diamond hexagon kind of stuff. And as you guys can see, there's some of that diamond hexagon on his thighs. There's that black texture right there. The whole figure is nicely textured, and I also like that they put that diamond hexagon on his face and it gradients to that other Velcro kind of thing. So that looks good. And also wherever there is the diamond hexagon texture at, there seems to be blue paint, which is my main gripe that I have. I mean, I kept looking through pictures of, the movie and everything like that, and I don't know if the actual costume got these hexagon things and everything like that. What I did see though is that the suit has this blue shimmer, and maybe that was the look that they were trying to go for by putting the blue wherever this texture is at. But the thing is, there's some right here on the bicep and all that, but none where there is the texture right here on the forearm. Also on the legs, I want to show you this, guys. They painted it blue on that texture again. But when it goes up to the leg right there, it's like they stopped and they didn't want to even do it. There's none over here. And yeah, none in the back. From what I see is that they were trying to go for that effect. But from the pictures that I saw, the blue effect does go into his forearm. So they didn't even put paint there. But the paint that is on the figure is nicely applied. So I'll give them that. The red right there in the inner arms. The logo painted nicely, looks like if it was spray painted. And there is a blue on the mask itself, and it nicely blends into black. The red around the eyes are also done well. The little lines got sculpted and they painted it right on it, so it doesn't miss it by much at all. Like, I do like the paint work, but so that just seems like it was lazy, or just they didn't want to pay for that extra little paint. I don't know what happened there, but the rest of the figure is nice. He is pretty skinny but I'm not too mad at it because that's how he depicted in the movie. But yeah, overall, I do like the aesthetic, but let's get into the articulation. His head comes in a ball hinge, so it's able to look pretty dang up. That's almost all the way, basically, I mean. And it's done rather well. There's no gappage. There's slight, but it's really not noticeable because the costume itself is black. Down, pretty much all the way, and not much of a bump there, so I do like how it was like engineered. There is a little bit, tiny bit of tilt, and of course, you get rotation. Shoulders get you T-pose, so that's good. Goes all the way around. There is a bicep cut that works just fine. And be careful with the double jointed pinless elbows, guys, because again, he's super skinny, so you don't want to warp it or anything, but it does give you all the range you need. The ab crunch does forward pretty dang good. There is a slight, not a slight, there is a rather ugly bump back there, but it does split up the spider emblem, but there's not much you could have done with that because the legs are there, so. But going backwards like this, yeah, that, first of all, that's humanly impossible, but if you want to do it, you can. And unlike Spider-Man 2099, they painted inside the ab crunch to a certain point, so you could get it there before it actually breaks up. So that's cool. Waist cut does turn, and I want to point out that it is ratcheted though. So yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, there is a swivel and a hinge on the hands. Just realized that I didn't mention that. He splits up this much, which isn't great, but because he's skinny, you could kind of force it a little bit more, but not really. Forward kicks up pretty much straight, and back does give him some range, guys, so he could almost do a side split, so that's cool. There is a thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees that, just like the elbows, bring you all the way around, and the ankles go up. Hold it like this because, again, skinny figure, but it goes up this much, goes back that much, and there is pivot. So this figure, guys, I kind of have fun with it. I do like the articulation a lot. I mean, not a lot. It could always be better, and that slight bump when you do the ab crunch, but the paint overall is okay. I mean, it's done, but the sculpt and everything I do like. Anyway, let's just do some figure comparisons to see how he measures up with other Spider-Man. And for our first comparison, here we have Miles Morales up next to the Spider-Man 2099 from the same wave. Now, I already got a video of this up, so I already went through this comparison in that video. And I said I liked it then, and nothing changed, guys. I still think this comparison looks great. And in this comparison, here we have Miles sized up with a couple of other retro card Spider-Mans. We got the symbiote Spider-Man right there on the left, Ben Reilly Spider-Man next to him, and on the right we got the Spider-Man 2099 that I know is not as tall or as imposing as the Spider-Man 2099 from Miles' own wave, but I still like the height difference and the other Spider-Mans when they're compared to Miles. Alright, and for our final comparison, to the left we got Spider-Ham. Next to him is Peter B. Parker, and to the right is Spider-Gwen. Now, all of them are from the first Into the Spider-Verse movie. Miles right here is from the second, but the similarities in art styles from the first and second movie is pretty dang close, so there's no reason why this shouldn't look, good. I mean, it looks so good, in fact, that I'm not planning on getting either the new Spider-Gwen or the new Peter B. Parker. So in conclusion, I enjoyed this Spider-Man figure. I mean, he's fun posing around. There's texture all around him, which is awesome, and the paint that is there is well applied. But that's where one of my gripes come in. I mean, the lack of blue where the blue looks like it's supposed to be makes this character feel incomplete. That and the no wall crawling hands. I mean, I think every Spider-Man should have wall crawling and whipping hands. That should just be standard. If you guys are interested in the figure, I will leave a link down in the descriptions. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like, comment, and subscribe because it really does help out this channel. My name is Ron from Comics and Stuff,
and I'll check you guys on the next episode. Peace.